yesterday now we were waiting for. I said I wanted to see markets take out this high, right? But that didn't
Yes.
happen yesterday, which is why I exited my trade here. So today again, we are about to give it a try, right? Earlier this morning, when you were still sleeping, market took out this high, right? So market has taken out that previous day high. I was anticipating market to take out yesterday, right? So like I said, if market takes out this, I will looking for sell that yesterday, which didn't happen, right? So earlier this morning, market took out this high. Yeah, market took out the liquidity on this high. So market took out this what this buy side liquidity. So now we have liquidity taken out, right? So where is the next target? This low, right? If you look at the daily time frame, you can see that the market took out this high now, right? So my bias today was just sell. All I was looking for on chart today was just sell, sell, sell. My target is what this low because when market took out this high, I didn't think trade. It was just like I was also sleeping when this took place, right? When you and I were sleeping, that was when market took out that high. So when I woke up this morning, waited for a long one to start, right? I went to my 1 hour time frame. I saw that market has taken out this high, right? So we are anticipating what sell. My bias for today was bearish. Everything I was looking for was just sell, sell, sell. So down to 15 minutes time frame, right? So when market took out this high now, this high here now, which is the previous day low, right? And I have what a zone I want to target, which is what this low, right? So I was looking for sales to this low. I didn't get any sell because I was, as usual, I'm looking for low time frame confirmation to take my trade, right? So I didn't get any entry here. As a favor look at, I was anticipating market to get to the favor look down. It didn't, right? There was no trade for me until post or prior to New York session. I started seeing a high here. That is a low here that market needs to visit, right? But that's not where my entry came from, right? I just want to see market take out this high. I didn't quickly enter the trade. There's an entry here, which is more like a mitigation block, but I didn't quickly enter the trade because I wanted to see market take out liquidity during New York session. So that's what happened. And if you look at this zone here, and I can see that market took out these relative equal highs here, right? These are highs, double top, right? Equal highs. So market took out this equal high as liquidity, right? So when market took out this high now, I'm waiting for market to also take out, come down to this low here, right? This high here was swept. This one here as equal high was swept, right? So that was a displacement. If you look at it, let me zoom in a bit now. That was a displacement, right? Market, you see how market dropped quickly. So where is the entry coming from? A favor lookup. Since this is lower time frame, this is 5 minutes time frame now, right? My entry is now coming from what? The favor lookup. If it was maybe a higher time frame now, right? I would take my if I want to like take a proper trade now without any confirmation and anything, I'll just take my trade as usual from here, right? But because I want to scalp, you know me, when I want to scalp, this is the pattern I follow, right? I want to see market take out liquidity and MSS take place on the lower time frame, which is the 5 minutes time frame. Then I use the nearest favor lookup for my entry, which is this now. As you can see, this is my trade now. Right. My stop loss was this my stop loss should be here. Then my target as usual 1:5 risk reward, right? So 5 the targets, right? 1:5 is for, and this is what I use, right? You can still choose to use 1:4, and still, as far as it's working for you, that's cool, right? But for myself, 1:5 is for is okay, right? So this is the only trade now for today, right? Market total liquidity, give an MSS, we come back to favor lookup, right? Since we are scalping, follow this pattern. But when I want to trade, as usual, how I do it before, right? Just go to my 15 minutes time frame, which is the lowest I can go, right? At that zone, what are we seeing? A favor lookup, which is using to validate what this breaker block is with MSN. So this is the breaker block now, right? if you're looking at it from here now, you call it a mitigation block, right? But the most important thing there is that this fair value gap is there, which is more like a confluence telling us that yes, this breaker block or rather the mitigation block here is what valid. I get to me now. So this is all market did to understand. This is the only entry, this is the only trade I saw today on gold, right? So let me just end the record and then we can do our normal class. Is that all right?